I wanted to just take a minute, guys, to talk about Frasier, the reboot of Frasier. So I am a massive Frasier fan. Okay, I've like seen it through and through. Okay, the best parts of Frasier for me was back when Niles and Daphne were not married. Soon as Daphne and Niles got married, we basically lost a character. We basically lost Daphne. Daphne became a bit of a Maris. And so we lost a character there. She was much better, much funnier, much better defined when she was Daphne, like the English Rose, if you know what I mean. But yeah, those are the funniest seasons, the funniest parts, back when they weren't married. But yeah, massive Frasier fan, absolutely love it. I could actually still watch it nowadays, just all day long. It's hilarious. Yes, of course, the cast did lack some diversity. Yeah, that was the case. That for me, yeah, to a degree it takes away from it, and perhaps it shouldn't have been the case to a degree. But you know, they went with what they went with, and they made the show. I suppose there is no specific obligation for them to have made it more diverse, if you know what I mean. It would have just been a bit of a plus, I suppose. But regardless, Frasier is and was a masterpiece. Now then, let's talk about the reboot. So, spoiler alert, just leave the video right now if you don't want to know anything that you don't already know. Okay? It's not necessarily about the show, but it's about some of the cast who, you know, may appear, may not appear, all the rest of it. Ready? Spoiler alert, done? Here we go. So Niles is not coming back. Apparently he declined. And so did Daphne. So Niles and Daphne declined. Roz has not declined, so she will appear. And somebody else will appear, but I've forgotten who. So that's them. Roz was brilliant, another genius character, like smart, independent, strong, you know, had her own life, had her own issues and all that lot. Did you know that originally, in the original series, Phoebe from Friends, I've forgotten her name, her real name. Yeah, I'm not going to try. Phoebe from Friends was going to be Roz. Either she not applied for it, auditioned for it, or she was going to be like just the one who they wanted to be Daphne. Not Daphne, Roz. I'm pretty sure she auditioned for it and she was kind of like settled for it. I don't know what happened, but Roz won it over at the end. Actual Roz, Perry Gilpin. But I don't know what Phoebe's name is. Yes. Now, with the new series, okay, yes, I've got a couple of bones to pick here. I mean, you need Niles. Niles, why did you decline? Please appear in the last episode. I've only watched like 2 or 3 so far, so I don't know. I just hope that he appears somewhere, even if it's just for the next season. We need Niles back. This is not right. Niles needs to come back, okay? Niles I'll just reverse here. Got somebody over there. Yeah, Niles needs to come back like ASAP. Sorry about the beeping, guys. This car beeps more than anything else in the entire world, guys, honestly. And it beeps on the inside. Why is it beeping on the inside? I don't need to know I'm reversing. I know I'm reversing. And that's not even like the sensor beeping. That's like this vehicle is backing up style beeping, man. Now, the things that I don't like about the show, of course, is that Niles is missing, of course. But I feel like they've tried to fit characters into Niles' shoes. It's Niles' son. Forgotten his name again. Niles' son is basically Niles. Okay. He's a bit like Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang. So that's Niles. And I'm like, no, you can't really fit anybody else in Niles' shoes. But I get it. It's Niles' son. He may well pick up his traits, so it's kind of believable. All right. Then you've got Frasier's son, who is basically Frasier. And Frasier is now Frasier's dad. So that's like the current setup. Okay. where Frasier's dad had like issues with his son being kind of posh, it's now flipped, where Frasier has issues with his son being kind of like working class type thing, if you know what I mean. You know, he's got like a hands-on job, but just the way his dad was a policeman. So I don't like the fact that this character's trying to fit into other people's shoes. The current layout is kind of a mirroring of what it used to be. You know, may well work. I'm only about 2-3 episodes in, so nothing too crazy. Now, Frasier's friend, who is the, what's he called? Frasier's friend, who is the tutor, lecturer guy at the university, he's going to have to do some impressing, you know, over here, because in England, he is very much seen as the guy from Only Fools and Horses, which was a proper TV classic comedy show back in like the 90s, 90s. And his character, Rodney, okay, back in that show, was so ingrained. He's like Niles. When you look at him, all you can see is Rodney, Rodders. Just like whenever you look at Niles, all you see is Niles, you know what I mean? But that shows how good and how well played, not how well he played that character back in them days. So, yeah, to see him in Frasier, a little bit weird. You kind of can't get away from that image of who he was. You know what I mean? He's kind of like stuck with that. So he's going to have like quite a lot to do, in my perspective, to impress us, you know, to show us a different character, a different side of himself. But he is one of the comedy geniuses, so I'm sure it'll work, hopefully. Just give it some time. Overall, I don't think it's funny as it used to be. It was so funny, you know, back when Frasier started, before Daphne got married. Frasier was hilarious, and I'm just not seeing it in this reboot. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's because I'm trying to look for it, perhaps. What I do like is they're still using that like Greek mythology tied into some of the jokes and stuff. I really like that. That's interesting and funny. And that was a real hallmark of Frasier. So I think that's basically it, without me going on for forever and ever. I'm going to watch the whole series. Okay, I do like it. I might change my mind at the end, so I might make another video on it. Stick around for that. But yeah, it's great to see Frasier come back. Great to see Frasier in a different part of his life. I wonder why they rebooted it. I mean, mate of mine was like, maybe it's a money thing. Maybe he's out of money. I don't think he's out of money, but maybe. Yeah. And why did the other ones decline? Why? I suppose they just want to go back to normal lives, perhaps. If they want to go back to normal lives, that's fine. That's their prerogative. But yeah, I'm going to give it a chance. Right now, it's not very funny, but Frasier back then will always be classed under legendary for me. And you know, Frasier started off from Cheers, so he is a spin-off from Cheers. He was just one character in Cheers, and then he got his own show, Frasier. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying Frasier yourself. Hope you're a super fan like me. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See you later.